guys, welcome to Out to Eat with Matt, where I mostly do food reviews. Today I'm taking you to Disney World, to 1900 Park Fair, where we did a character experience for my kids. It's a character breakfast. There's going to be princesses here. There's going to be princesses to meet. I didn't tell you yet. I think Aladdin's here too. I think Cinderella and Arabella. What is that the right name? Not Arabella. What's her name? So apparently I made up a Disney princess. Arabella is not one of them. I'm not up to date on all my Disney princesses, but my girls absolutely loved this place. It's at the Grand Floridian Hotel, 1900 Park Fair. All around it was a pretty good experience. We had a good breakfast. It was a buffet style, so it was all you could eat there. So we did eat our fill, and my kids actually ate a decent amount of the food. Really good experience overall. My son absolutely hated it, which made it a little bit more funny, to be honest to me. I'm going to run you around the buffet a little bit here. There's a little bit of everything going on here. And I found most of it pretty good. Hash browns. Connor, would you like some ham? 2 pieces, please. Would you like some ham? Had to get some of the breakfast ham, sausage, bacon. Sampled a little bit of everything going on here. Waffles over here. Do you want a waffle? Biscuit and gravy. Some cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon pulled pork bread right here. You want some of that? One of the stars are these Mickey Mouse waffles. So here's my kids grabbing some of those. Now again, they actually ate pretty good here, all things considered. The food was pretty decent. Again, I tried a little bit of everything. If we're spending this much, I'm eating big. Hash browns, bacon, ham, eggs, waffles, pancakes. A little bit more of that pancake there. Girls, what do you think, Carolina? Now, the main experience at this that you're paying for is really the characters. Everybody loved this yogurt. Too sweet for me. I gave it to one of my kids.
This is delicious. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. All right, who's the strongest family member at this case? The strongest?
Oh, probably Tinny.
Okay, well, Lisa's looking for somebody to go up against her for a little donkey lifting competition. Do you think you girls would be up for the challenge?
Yeah!
How many donkeys do you think you can carry?
100 million.
There you go. I think you have a chance of beating Lisa, okay? Winner gets extra arepas con queso, so you're going to want to lift as much as you can.
They loved it. One of the Encanto characters there. I'm still confused waiting on Arabella to show up at this point. I must have confused all my characters. I think we had Aladdin. Several different characters overall. Cinderella. But again, the buffet, pretty good. Again, my kids ate pretty well. I skipped the cereal, skipped the cheap stuff. We're only eating the meats and the fruits and the vegetables if we're paying this much to be here. Some salmon, some different meats, lots of different egg options, lots of different dessert breakfast options. Got to get more of the ham. Again, you kind of just make your way around here and get your fill. You can kind of just make breakfast however you want. They give you new plates, and you just kind of go around and find what you'd like. For a buffet experience, I have to say it was pretty nice. It was decent overall for what it was. I actually expected not to like the breakfast. Expensive, character-driven breakfast. But I was fairly impressed with what we received. Here's kind of a look around the ballroom. One of my second plates of eggs, cheese, and ham. But my wife and daughters absolutely had a ball. My little guy, not so much. And the characters just kind of kept coming through. We actually missed Aladdin, so we went back and got him afterward. Cinderella, one of the highlights here. She kept trying to talk to my son. He was not having it. The girls loved it. Little guy, though, he was just not having it. And the photos are hilarious. He's kind of dodging her in every single one of the photos. So here he is, making his way out of the shot with Cinderella. Kind of looking up mischievously, but the girls had an absolute blast. They talk to all the characters who stay in character when they talk to them. Kind of an odd job. You got to walk around and talk to kids in character, but I guess it's better than talking to Disney adults in character.
All right now. Y'all ever been to Mardi Gras? Oh, it's one of the biggest festivals of the year. We get beads and all different kinds of things all throughout. So I'm gonna make sure.
So Tiana here was great. They love Princess and the Frog.
Yes, I
Hop up, Carolina. Take a picture.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna add them on. Don't you worry. I'll tell Mama.
She was super friendly. My kids loved it. On a funny note, they ran into her later at her second job. She worked at Lululemon, and my daughter Tinny ran up to her and said, "Hey, Tiana," to which horrified my cousins because they thought she was confusing her for somebody else, and she was like, "No, I saw her at breakfast. I am Tiana." And Tinny thought that was so funny. Nick, so that's good? That's good? Yep, no, they're not. You like them? We did chase down Aladdin. He went on break. I don't know if he was out smoking a pack of cigarettes out back or what happened, but Aladdin disappeared too quick on us. And we said, oh no, we paid too much and this girl is dressed as Jasmine. We got to get you back in here. So we begged and pleaded, and Aladdin did come back to see our table. Somehow in all the chaos, he kind of went right by us. But the managers here were super awesome. I joke about him being on smoke break, but he was probably going to get his little bit of a breather away from all the children. And they couldn't have been any cooler. Carolina was so excited, dressed as Jasmine, to get to meet Aladdin. And my daughters were just on cloud nine the whole time. So overall, the experience was worth it because my kids had an absolute blast. And I have to say the food wasn't terrible. For what it was for a buffet, I was expecting, subpar Denny's kind of food. And it really wasn't that. It was very nice. Now, it comes at a price for sure. If you're going to one of these dinners for the character experience, you're going to be paying a lot of money. I did have my mother-in-law with us, so the five of us plus my mother-in-law. Really not that bad overall for the price. And we had a pretty pleasant experience. I think the kids really enjoyed it. The parents really enjoyed it. And overall, pretty good. What'd you think, Carolina? Who'd you meet?
all the princesses and characters.
Again, 1900 Park Fare in the Grand Floridian Hotel, which is on the Disney Resort. So you got to get to the resort to get in here. I was breaking all kinds of traffic, speed laws, trying to get here on time. Valet parked the car to make it just in time in to see the character. But when you're paying this much reserved to get inside to see some characters, it was well worth the price of valet not to miss it.
Cheese, look, wave. Tinny, scoot over this way. Scoot over the end.
It was also a great way to kind of skip the line, get right in, get right out. This is outside while we're waiting on the valet to pick us back up. Just a fun little experience. They really enjoyed the car. I think that's the most Hick smiled the whole time. Again, he hated all the princesses. Maybe I'll take him to Mario next year. The little guy likes Mario. My kids are 3, 6, and 8, so the 3-year-old just wasn't having the Disney princesses. And overall, great experience. Had a good time. Again, I valet parked, which I think is a good feature there, especially if you're in a rush. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe to Out to Eat with Matt. I mostly do food reviews, but sometimes just fun family stuff. Guys, thanks for watching this one today.